Good afternoon, everyone. We're thrilled to have you join us today as we dig into the features of Contractor Loan Pro that is set to give you the competitive advantage of offering instant financing to your customers. We've partnered with Moment to offer extensive range of loan products to empower you to present customers with options that are flexible and affordable.
Awesome. Yes, we have. Thank you so much for the intro, Courtney. So we are going to be talking about Contractor Loan Pro today, our in-house financing solution, as Courtney has brought up, and we are going to go over the highlights of what Contractor Loan Pro is, how you can use it to grow your business and increase your sales, and lastly, we're going to go over some of the products and some of the rates that you can expect to find when you get onboarded and when you get set up. So Courtney, if you want to take us to the next slide, and we will go ahead and dig in. All right. So firstly, what is Contractor Loan Pro? Contractor Loan Pro is home improvement financing. It is point of need lending. So it is available directly inside of your RoofQuote PRO portal. And secondly, it is available at the moment of need. So you can get a customer approved for financing and you can transact on their line of credit within just a few moments, about as fast as their fingers can type and their internet can refresh. They can get themselves pre-approved, get themselves fully approved, accept the funding option, and you can transact on that line of credit. It's basically turning lending into cash, which is really fascinating. Another highlight of it is that it is closed loop funding. So that means that the client can only spend money with you, and you are in fact in control of how that money is spent and when that money is spent. So once a customer is approved for financing with you, they can't take that money anywhere else because they don't actually receive that money. That money is just sitting in a line of credit for them. You transact on that line of credit. That money goes to you upon the customer's approval. They will never receive any cash deposits into their account that they could then go and spend with another contractor, a vacation, a jet ski, or anything else like that. Another key feature is the unlimited staged funding, and that is what lets you transact instantly. So you can transact as soon as they have been approved, and you can transact at any amount you would like. You can take 100% upfront, or if you typically work in cash at a 50% upfront and 50% on completion, you can do that as well with financing. And this transfer of finances will come same day or next day ACH transfers. So you'll set up all of your bank account information. When you make that transaction, it'll either come in that same afternoon if you can get your transaction in early enough in the day, or it'll come in the following business day. So really getting closer and closer to a cash transaction that is still allowing your customers to finance their project if they don't have the cash on hand or don't want to use the cash they do have on hand. And then lastly, on the what is this tool, it also does not require any stipulations from your customers and no certificate of completion for contractors. So your customer does not have to submit a copy of their driver's license or a certificate of ownership of their house. And you do not have to submit anything to us to get your funding. As soon as the customer approves your funding, you get paid. There's no certificate of completion you've got to present to get the final round of funding or anything like that. It works exactly like cash between you and your customer. If they agree to the transaction, you are getting paid. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And I think you can do more than just roofing. Is that correct?
Oh, that is absolutely correct. You can finance just about any type of home improvement project that your mind could come up with. Obviously, we are a roofing tool, so the majority of our customers are strictly involved in roofing. But if you also do other types of exteriors, windows, siding, if you do gutter work or anything like that, you can also fund those projects. It does not matter to us if it's a roof or not.
And I think one of the exciting things that most of our customers enjoy is that true soft pull. What's awesome about that is your customer is pre-approved, and when they go for that the hard pull, their funding offer is not going to change. So if they're pre-approved for $30,000, when they, do that hard pull, they are going to be approved for that $30,000.
Absolutely. And to go in just a little bit more of how this works is you have the tool built into your RoofQuote Pro tool. You would simply go to that customer and you can hit send a loan application. It will send a loan application to either their cell phone or their email address, whatever contact you have put in. They will open that application. It will ask them for their essential contact information, address, date of birth, social security number, and their annual income. That is all that they will be asked for. They will go through those 4 slides to answer those questions, and they will immediately be given a approval or a decline based on a soft pull on their credit. So 0 risk to the customer. It takes about 2 minutes or less for them to fill that out. And then as soon as they've completed that and they get their soft pull on their approval, they will be presented with the finance options that you have made available to your customers. So you will send that application directly to them. They apply on any type of device, a phone, a tablet, a computer. They instantly will be decisioned, and then all of your loan offers will be presented. A customer can then select an option, get their final approval with a hard pull, and like Courtney said, there is absolutely no risk of a change in approval from that soft pull to a hard pull. It is 100% accurate. And as soon as they have selected that option and their internet has refreshed and they've gotten their approval email that comes out instantly as soon as they're approved, you can transact on that line of credit. It is a really amazing tool, a really powerful tool. And if you are not offering financing to your customers, you might be losing sales just by not letting your customer know that you offer financing. You never know who's going to need it or just want it.
And one of the best pieces too is it's completely free for you to apply. So if this is something that you guys currently offer, a certain type of financing, what's really nice is we have a ton of contractors who also have applied for Contractor Loan Pro as a secondary option. And it turns out that due to, the process and how simply it is to get your customers approved, they tend to now lead with Contractor Loan Pro.
Yep, exactly. It integrates directly into the sales process of RoofQuote Pro. So every time you present a product to your customer, you will also present financing options to that customer. So they will say you've got the Owens Corning duration shingle listed as one of your products, and directly beneath that, it'll say, here's your Owens Corning and here's how much the total roof would cost. Directly below that, it will say, here is the lowest APR you could expect. Here is the longest term of 0 payments you could expect. And here's the lowest payment that you could expect. So your customer is immediately informed of what financing can do for them. So if you need to move that direction, or if your customer hasn't told you yet, but they would like to move in that direction, they don't even have to have a conversation about it. It is presented to them immediately, and they can say, oh, financing, excellent. Can I go ahead and get an application for that? Or just click the button themselves if they're doing it from your website.
And then let's go over the awesome part about Contractor Loan Pro is the rates.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So this is one of the most exciting parts about it, is that anyone who comes in with RoofQuote Pro immediately gets enterprise level rates through our sponsorship. So typically your merchant fees or dealer fees, whatever you like to call them, will be dependent on the size of your business. A lot of finance companies run this way of, if you're a very small business, you will get slightly higher fees because you're probably not pushing finance volume that a large enterprise company would see. But the way that we have set this up, everybody gets the same rates. You get the rates of a multi-million dollar company, no matter who you are. If you just have finished out your first 2 years in business and you're pushing up towards $1 million a year, great for you. Awesome. We love to see it. And we will absolutely give you the same prices that we would give to the biggest roofing company in the country. Besides that, there are 4 different types of products. We have fixed rate products, your classic loan options of the same APR throughout the term of the loan. We have same as cash, which are promotional options. So a customer can get their house, get their roof fixed today and have 6 months of 0 payments, 0 interest, or have 12 months or even up to 24 months of 0 payments, 0 interest that they could haggle with their insurance company if they need to. If you do insurance work and a customer doesn't want to finance because they have to wait on the insurance aspect of it, they don't have to anymore. Get them a 6-month, no payment, no interest loan. They can get their roof done today. You can get paid today. And then the customer has time to wrestle with their insurance company and get that payment. We also have fixed payment loans. These are awesome for budget options. This will guarantee your customer the exact same payment every single time based on the total amount that they borrow. So a really nice option if you run into a lot of budget conscious customers, or just in the state of the economy that we're in right now, it might make sense to a lot more people to be able to walk in and immediately say, if your project is X amount of dollars, your payments are Y amount of dollars every single time, no questions about it, and be able to go in with that confidence and give your salespeople that really easy math to bring to the table. And then that multi-offer screen that we mentioned, giving your customer a few different options, lets them know that they are in control of how they are spending their money. They will be able to see, hey, I'd prefer this lower interest rate on the long term rather than 6 months of no payments, no interest. I'll take that bite up front to secure a slightly lower interest rate. Or someone says, I know that I'm coming into some cash in the next year. If I can do this 12-month of no payments, no interest and pay it off before that 12 months is up, that's an interest-free loan. And your customer walks away with practically free money and a brand new high quality roof thanks to you and the financing that you offer.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's a great point to bring up.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that I like. I really appreciate the flexibility of this tool and what it lets you do as a business owner. If you are used to functioning in cash, you can make this financing option function like cash. If you do a lot of insurance work and we're seeing premiums and we're seeing deductibles go up across the country, people might become more interested in financing that deductible. They might even need to finance a deductible depending on where they are and their personal circumstances. So seeing all of these changes that we're experiencing through 23 and what we're expecting to see through 2024, getting yourself a financing option. If you don't already use a financing option, go ahead and get one. They're extremely useful. They're extremely valuable and only becoming more so. If you already use a finance option, go ahead and grab another one. You never know when someone's approval rates are going to change. You never know what's happening in the market or how strong a lender is in a certain region. So you might want to give yourself a few different options. If your first choice doesn't work, well, hey, you've always got Contractor Loan Pro as a backup, or maybe Contractor Loan Pro becomes your first look lending option. Either way,
No.
we're here to make it easy for you. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Courtney. I just want to make sure that they know first look, second look, third look. We want you to have this tool because there's a very good chance it'll save you a deal in the future.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to kind of point out that you can tie in that merchant fee into your total cost. So when you're representing your customer with that instant quote, you can have and make sure that that financing fee is calculated in there right away. So the nice piece with that too is if you have a customer that's going to be paying cash, you can offer a cash discount as well.
Exactly. Yep. And take that mathematical burden off of your salespeople. Go in the admin dashboard, go to your products, edit that product, turn on the merchant fee factoring tool. It's just a little button there. You turn it on, every single project will be quoted with that dealer fee built in. So your sales rep doesn't have to think about that, doesn't have to adjust anything. Your customer will only ever see that price. It's never presented to your customer as an additional cost you're passing on. It keeps everything clean and synced up and makes sure that you're not losing out any money because you're offering financing.
And if you want to make sure that you have everything set up correctly in the ways that you want it to, feel free to reach out to us and our team at help@roofle.com. We can help and assist making sure that you have all of the pieces you need corrected or at least presentable to your customers.
Absolutely. Phone, email, video call. We are here for it all and always happy to help. Courtney, if you got nothing else, I think that does us for today.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks for joining us, folks.